In this video, we're going to cover how to import files into Wando. One of the easiest ways to import files into Wando is simply to drag and drop the files into Wando. If you drag and drop the files into the main viewer or the global image history strip, they will simply be added to the imported files. If you drag them into the reference panel, it'll automatically set it as a reference while it imports the file into the library. You, of course, can also drag in images directly into the gallery. You can also copy and paste images. So if you select select images, and you copy them, then you can come in here, and you can just use the hotkey Control or Command V to paste, or you can use the file import from clipboard, and that'll import the images on your clipboard. You can use File, Import Image to select images directly, File, Import Generated Images, which import generated image allows you to select an image and have it be imported as a generated image instead. So if I select this Midjourney image, it automatically fills in some of the metadata that's detected on the file. Not every provider, in fact very few providers, currently embed metadata into their files. So most of the time you'll have to set this information yourself. You'll need to set the model, the type, the prompt if you want it. It's all about whatever data you want, that you personally want. Midjourney automatically downloads with pretty terrible file names. So I like to turn on automatic naming, and you can configure automatic naming. By default, it's just model and a timestamp. You can configure the timestamp. I'm just going to leave everything as default. And then if I import this image, we see that it imports, and now the image is called Midjourney and with timestamp. And you notice that it doesn't have this little icon. These icons indicate that images are imported images. This mainly exists so that way you can tell what images you brought into the program versus what images are generated images, making it easier to find the generated images. I'm going to go ahead and purge this image, which we use the terminology purge when deleting images in Wando, because we're not just deleting the image, although we don't directly delete the image, we actually move it to your trash, so that way it can be recovered, but we're also purging a lot of other data with the image, such as its ancestry data. There are ways that you can see where images have, or what child images has come from a specific image, or what images that image has been used in. And all of that data will be lost whenever you purge the image, because you're effectively removing it from the system. The next option you have is the auto import. Auto import allows you to select a folder, such as this Midjourney folder, and there's a lot of plugins for different web browsers that allow you to automatically download files from a specific website into a specific folder. And I really like using that with Wando, so that way if I'm using Midjourney, then every image that I download from Midjourney goes into a subfolder in my downloads called Midjourney, and then those images are automatically imported into Wando. And I like to mark those as generated images rather than imports. And usually I have a tag that I like to add, but in this case I won't add any tags. We'll click this little checkbox to automatically detect metadata, since I know Midjourney images have that. If you're importing from another provider that doesn't, you'll want to fill in this information. You can also preset things as starred or archived, and if add reference images, though you probably won't do this for auto imports, though maybe the options are there just in case you need them. It's much more common whenever you're just importing a single image, however. The other thing is that by default this is set to auto import on when the program starts up, or you can set it to auto import every X minutes. I'm just going to leave it as automatically when the program starts up, and I'm going to save that. If you don't want to wait or restart the program, we have refresh auto imports, which automatically imports the new images from that folder. And if a new image is added to that folder, and we refresh the imports again, you'll notice that we just get the new image. We don't automatically import everything that was in the folder again. So we're not getting duplicates, we're just getting the new files.